Hi and welcome to Dirtbike Magazine's 2017 edition of Off-Road Two-Strokes. This year we're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to go from 125 to 500 and everything in between. We're going to try to give you guys the most bang for your buck. And we're going to start it all off with the bike you see behind me, the brand new 2017 KTM 150 XCW. KTM based the new 150 XCW on the 150 SX motocross bike, which was in turn based on the 125 motocross bike that was introduced in 2016. That bike was the first all-new two-stroke motocross bike in over a decade, setting the stage for what we have now. Unlike the previous 150, this one has the same stroke as the 125, but owes its added displacement to a larger bore. This bike has some very large shoes to fill because when they announced the 150 XCW, they actually announced at the same time that the 200 XCW would be no longer produced. So the 150 has an uphill battle right out of the gate. In the engine department, the bike features an electric start, a Mikuni TMX 38 carburetor, and a 6-speed transmission. In the suspension department, it's true to XCW form. It's a PDS rear shock, so there's no linkage. The shock is lighter and shorter than PDS shocks in the past years. Up front, this bike features the all-new open bath coil spring fork from WP called the Explorer 48. It has an adjustable preload in each fork leg in addition to damping adjusters. The XCW package is rounded out with a headlight, an odometer, an 18-inch rear wheel, a kickstand, a 2.5-gallon tank, and of course, an off-road necessity handguards. Looking at the bike that we have, you might be wondering, it has a couple of extra parts on it. It has a KTM Hard Parts front axle pull, and in the rear it has a KTM Hard Parts rear rotor guard with a caliper guard. Those were on the bike when it came to us, and we're not complaining. The bike also comes spec'd with Geomax AT81 tires from Dunlop, front and rear. Here's a couple things that we noticed right off the bat. It's definitely not as torquey as a 200 right out of corners. It likes to be revved a little bit higher. We're definitely bummed that the silencer doesn't include a spark arrestor, but we do love the electric start. The bike has excellent brakes. It does have lots of power and way easier to ride than the 125. It's a blast on the trail. For the latest off-road industry news, check out dirtbikemagazine.com.